Obtain the mesh file and also the full training movie by purchasing this product.
In this project, we will simulate the external airflow around a moving train. Advanced moving train aerodynamic design is an effective factor in reducing energy consumption. This reduction is possible when the drag force exerted from the fluid is decreased. Therefore, aerodynamics plays an important role in the design of trains or any moving object that is exposed to airflow. Computational fluid dynamic simulation have reduced the cost of building trains and locomotives and have made it possible to check the efficiency of the new design before construction. In this project, the airflow around the train is investigated and the airflow parameter were extracted. Due to the high speed of the train and the speed of airflow, phenomena such as separation or vortexes occur behind the train. Therefore, to better analyze the turbulent flow, the standard k-epsilon model with the use of the standard wall function is exploited. The geometry of this project consists of a model train and a fluid domain. The geometry is designed in Gambit software. The geometry is also meshed in Gambit software, and the mesh type used for this geometry is unstructured, and element number is equal to 1,013,277. By clicking on check button, you will see that under the console tab, the Fluent software will start to check your mesh for any errors. Also, by clicking on report quality, again in the console tab, the Fluent software will give you the quality report for your mesh. For example, you can see the maximum aspect ratio of your mesh, maximum orthogonal quality, and etc. After double-clicking on the viscose button, a new window will appear. In the appeared window, you will see that we have chosen two equations, standard k-epsilon, to solve for our fluid flow. The standard k-epsilon model is one of the most renowned models for solving the turbulent fluid flows, and actually two-equation k-epsilon model allows the determination of both a turbulent length scale and time scale by solving two separate transport equations. As for the wall boundary condition, you can see that stationary wall motion and no slip shear condition is defined for wall boundaries. For example, in this project, you can see that a report of drag coefficient on the outer walls of the train is defined. Now, as you can see in this contour, in the front section of the train where the airflow velocity has reached zero, the pressure has increased. In this velocity contour, you can easily see that in the front section of the train, the velocity has decreased, and of course, in the rear section of the train, you can easily see that wakes has been produced. Now, in order to see the path line and the streamlines on the outer wall of the train, you just have to right click on the path button and then click on new. After clicking on new, a window will appear. In the appear window, just have to select the surfaces you want to see the streamlines moving on. For example, we'll click on train wall, and after that, by clicking on save or display button, you can see the streamlines moving on the train wall. Now, as you can see in this velocity vector contour, as was mentioned in velocity contour in previous slides, you can see the wakes being produced in the rear section of the train. Finally, a summary of different settings and setup that we have used in our project is presented to you in the slide.
Obtain the mesh file and also the full training movie by purchasing this product.
To benefit from MR-CFD services including simulation, consultation, and training, contact our experts via info@mrcfd.com.